Welcome to Taisha's Chronicles. These are words of wisdom, and I hope they help. You see, there are moments in sports that don't just live on highlight reels, they live in the soul. And what happened at the Delaware Marathon is one of those moments. A runner, strong, determined, pushing through miles of pain and discipline, sees the finish line. He knows he's won. So he does what many do when victory feels certain. He celebrates. He celebrates too soon. While his arms are lifted in triumph, another runner, quiet, focused, relentless, doesn't celebrate, doesn't slow, doesn't assume. He just finishes. He finishes. And just like that, victory changes hands. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it the way truth demands. Because this wasn't just a race, this was a revelation. You don't lose at the beginning, you don't lose in the middle. You lose when you think you've already won. That's where pride creeps in. That's where discipline slips and where focus fades. And life, just like that race, will pass you by while you're busy celebrating something you haven't secured. Scripture doesn't stay silent on this subject. Proverbs chapter 16 and 18 says, pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. That wasn't just a proverb, that was a prophecy played out on a marathon course. 1 Corinthians 9 and 24 says, do you not know that those who run in a race all run, but one receives the prize? Run in such a way that you may obtain it. Not start to win, not almost win, not celebrate like you won. Run to obtain it. Here's the truth most people won't say out loud. You see, a lot of people are losing in life, not because they aren't capable, but because they got comfortable too early, too soon. They posted the celebration before the completion. They relaxed before the reward. They crowned themselves before the finish line confirmed it. And life doesn't reward assumptions, it rewards endurance. Endurance. Here's my final word on this subject. You see, that runner didn't lose because he wasn't fast enough. He lost because for just a moment he forgot what the race required. It required focus, finish, and to follow through. And somewhere today, somebody listening to this message, you're celebrating too early. You've let your guard down. You've eased up. You've convinced yourself, I've got this. But the race isn't over. So don't you dare slow down now. No. As I close, I want to invite you, as I deliver a message on this topic later on, I invite you to join the upcoming live session as I go deeper into this lesson. And together, we will see what Scripture has to say to us about this subject. We cannot give up. We cannot assume that we've won. We cannot get too close and start celebrating too soon. We must stay focused. We must endure to the end until we get our reward. We must continue to run with perseverance. So, my brothers and my sisters, I want you to be blessed. And while you've been blessed, be a blessing to somebody else. Break the barriers of your blessings by being a blessing to somebody else. Because somewhere in this world, somebody need a breakthrough. And the Most High just may be using you to break the barriers in someone else's life. So run this race with perseverance. And remember, we must endure to the end. You be blessed. Ta ta.